Good evening, folks. Welcome to another edition of Carolina Panthers Talk. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram of Blitzball Champ Gaming, coming at you this brand new episode here on the U to the Two. So, just going to talk about a few things. Won't make this too long, but Carolina Panthers have made another signing, this time at the offensive line, and they have signed offensive lineman Marquel Harrell. I hope I said that right. Marquel Harrell. And ended up releasing wide receiver Micah Simon to help keep the roster at 85 players. So, let's talk a little bit about this signing. Marquel Harrell, 6'3", 310 pounds, 24 years old, played out of Auburn. He was originally an undrafted free agent picked up by the Buffalo Bills. Only spent the last 5 games of the 2020 season on the practice squad before he was released, and spent some time during the summer OTAs with the Las Vegas Raiders. So let's see. They also say 5 seasons at Auburn, played 43 games with 31 starts. He was a 2-year starter from 2018 to 2019, and he was named third team All SEC by Phil Steele in 2018. So, doesn't look like he has much experience. I mean, just has the 1 year in the league, but was mainly on the practice squad. But more depth at offensive line. But don't really know that much about the guy, so hopefully he's able to contribute and give good depth, because at the end of the day, the offensive line is still kind of up in the air. I mean, they're talking about shifting Taylor Moton to left tackle and shifting Brady Christensen to right tackle, and apparently, he had been doing good in the preseason, just recently in the Colts game. So it's still kind of up in the air how this starting offensive line is going to look. Where everybody's going to really be locked in at, other than the center position, which pretty much Matt Paradis, I would say, owns for now, unless barring anything crazy happening. But it's still up in the air what this finalized starting offensive line is going to look like. But it's got me intrigued a little bit. It's definitely got me intrigued. Also wanted to note writer David Newton's most recent post with the camp at Wofford College that ended today. So he listed 5 takeaways. Check this out. The article's on ESPN on the Carolina Panthers team page, which I'll share that in the description. So, number 1, quarterback Sam Darnold still has a lot to prove, which that's obvious. Number 2, left tackle Cam Irving may have been excellent, as Matt Rule said, but injuries are a concern, which, that was what he was coming off of, from when he played with the Cowboys last season. So, totally understandable. J.C. Horn truly is an alpha, as Scott Fitterer called him, and will be a difference maker. And apparently J.C. Horn's been having a great camp overall, and is showing that he could step up and potentially be a leader. Defense coordinator Phil Snow has a lot of great pieces to work with, and will force more turnovers this season, which apparently during one of their scrimmages with the Ravens, the defense actually got 5 picks. And if I remember correctly, 2 were from Davion Nixon, 1 from Dante Jackson, I think 1 from J.C. Horn, and I forgot who got the other one. But yeah, they got like 5 interceptions. It was crazy. But But yeah, the defense looked great. And then what was the fifth one? And then last, CJ Saunders deserves a spot in the crowded wide receiver room. Well, looking at the wide receiver core, right now they did have Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore sitting out due to injuries. I believe DJ Moore um, is dealing with a back injury, and Robbie Anderson is dealing with hamstring. So I'm thinking they're most likely not gonna play this Saturday. I mean, unless it's minor, but I don't know if we're gonna see a lot of action from them. But you know what we got from Shi Smith, Terrace Marshall Jr., David Moore, I really believe we're going to have a solid wide receiver core this season. As long as Sam Darnold can do his part, offensive line can block for him, there's going to be so many of these wide receivers that can shine, have a lot of potential to shine. We get good pass blocking, and if Sam Darnold can make the right decisions and not turn the ball over, throw it to the open man, good passes, then they're going to help Sam Darnold look great. So we'll have to see what happens. We'll have to really see what happens. But hopefully DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson will get healthy again ASAP. And it looks like Coach Matt Rule is leaning towards Sam Darnold playing this Saturday against the Ravens, which I think will be a good idea. At least give him a series or two. You know, see what he looks like, see how his decision making is, and we go from there. I mean, already so far, PJ Walker's been doing pretty well. You know, he had a pretty decent first preseason game. He looked pretty good out there. Will Greer, not so much. But, you know, it'd be good to see what Sam Darnold does. So give him a series or two. You know, get J.C. Horn out there. Let J.C. Horn, let's give him a series or two. You know, we gotta get some of these names some time. You know, at least a series or two to see what they can do out there. So I'd say, shoot, heck, if possible, give AJ Bouye a series or two. I mean, we're already not going to have him in the first two regular season games due to suspension. So I figured, heck, have him out there. Have him get some reps. So that way he's at least gotten his feet wet so that he won't be clueless by the time the third game of the season comes around. So, I don't know. These are just things that I think would really help. But we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's pretty much all that I have. What do y'all think about the signing of Marquel Harrell at offensive line? Speaking of offensive line, how do you think the starting offensive line is going to look? You know, like I said, with Taylor Moton, you know, kind of splitting reps between right tackle and left tackle, Brady Christensen playing right tackle. I mean, just shuffling some folks around. What do y'all think the season opening offensive line is going to look like? And do you believe Sam Darnold, J.C. Horn, A.J. Bouye, names like that and others should get a series or two this Saturday? And yeah, that's pretty much all that I have. So let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when every video comes out. Thank you so much for your time and for watching. This is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram of Blitzball Champ Gaming coming at you with another Carolina Panthers talk. Hope everybody has a blessed evening, and I will see y'all soon. Check y'all later. Peace.